welcome. Yeah, my name is Antonio. I'll do a short presentation of our company Aviva today. So I think we are already on time. So I think I'll start. Yeah. So whoever wants to join additionally, that's also fine. Again, my name is Antonio. I work for Aviva, and my topic today will be digital workflows in engineering complex projects. And maybe I will start with a short introduction in who we are. Aviva is an industrial software company with an ongoing and a good relationship and partnership with AWS. And as of last year, we became a part of Schneider Electric Group. Originally, the company was established in 17th in UK, Cambridge. And we have around 50 years or a bit more in engineering and other different types of projects. At this moment, we are around 6,500 people. And I'm part of the German team working from Germany. We are mostly now known for oil and gas, also for chemicals, infrastructure, maritime, and of course manufacturing. Oh, sorry for that. So I would just jump straight into it. Maybe one more thing, at the end of the session there will be a short game or a questionnaire with a fun prize to win. It's very simple, I promise. So maybe starting from our high level, what is our vision? Our vision in Aviva is to lead the industrial transformation and to spark ingenuity by innovating and also driving responsible use of today's resources. And we are doing that by integrating all our products in one single cloud platform powered by AWS, and to bring that all engineering data into context. And we will talk about collaboration and context quite a lot today, and I'm quite sure it was already mentioned by other presenters a lot as well. So, what do we actually do in Aviva? We support our customers across the whole or entire industrial life cycle, basically starting from the beginning, from design and build or conceptual phase, all the way into operations and later into optimization. And where and how we do it on Connect platform. So the Connect platform is basically our digital experience where you can share information and insights, and you can bring it closer to your engineers and workers to have it in one unique ecosystem. And there we are also leveraging AI capabilities and our deep, I would say, domain expertise on one place with our huge portfolio, and offer that to all our customers in this central cloud solution. But Connect is not only for us, for Aviva and let's say Aviva's customers, it's also for wider audience, it's also for our partners. And as the Connect platform is open to any partner business, we also build partner ecosystems by introducing this Connect platform to even competition in some cases. Maybe then, coming closer to the topic of today, what are the challenges in complex engineering projects? It's very common to see today that we have a lot of different data, usually stored in different systems across the globe, spread across different teams in silos. And we have different problems of connecting that information, and usually also we have problems with the distributed workforce, aging workforce, and complex and huge regulations. And the solution here, we think, is one of our engineering set of solutions called Unified Engineering, which is, again, hosted in the cloud, together with the help of Asset Information Management, which is also hosted by AWS, and that is the place where we basically build our digital twin story. Again, as we saw earlier, Connect platform offers much more than a simple set of engineering solutions. There is also this other part of operations and optimization, of course, especially maybe on the side of maintenance. But today we will focus a bit more maybe on this first purple box, which is more for our set of engineering and design tools. So starting from what Aviva is known for, and that's what I said, is engineering. Our unified engineering solution is our main, let's say, solution for all the simulation, engineering, and design needs. And in the center of that, or let's say our flagship solution here, or a tool, is Aviva E3D Design. I hope some of you maybe have heard of this solution. It was released already more than 10 years ago. It's focusing heavily on 3D modeling, of course, because that's what it was made for. And but other 3D, let's say, tools in Aviva already were established somewhere in 70s. Like I said, in 74 was the first outfitting or modeling tool that we released. But nowadays, as I said earlier, it's all about the collaboration and especially how to connect with different systems and teams and people. So it would be quite, I would say, in vain if the E3D solution or our design solution would be standalone. So of course it's talking and communicating with other solutions like our PNIDs or simulation and also 1D data. So we have in our set of solutions also something called Aviva Engineering, where we basically replace traditional Excel with our own intelligent Excel, which keeps all the data in the database. And not only that, all of this is available again in the cloud. We are a full SaaS company, cloud first. But for many, I would say, customers, we are still offering these solutions also on-prem. So it's not that easy always to position only cloud. So many times we have to implement hybrid solutions. Then the second part of this slide deck will focus a bit more on asset information management, because we think that in combination with our unified engineering, this really builds a strong case where we have one set of tools for actual engineering and design, and then later on when this has to be either proceeded to be handed over or it will be used for operations, then we have a tool called Asset Information Management, or AIM in short, which is our single source of truth solution throughout the whole asset lifecycle. It's basically a platform which is in cloud that gives you the access of all your project information. Doesn't matter if that information is coming from the engineering world or live data from operations or anything in between. All of that can be basically consumed and accessed through this one-stop, let's say, platform. We like to compare this platform sometimes to Google Maps because it's quite easy to use it in a same manner, just in your work life. So why do we need an information management strategy? Because often when we talk to EPCs or owner-operators, it's hard to start this journey because we need to start at the beginning or at the bottom. And if we look at the lower part of the slide, there is something called information standards. In many different industries, we have different standards, and it's usually quite hectic or hard to incorporate these standards into your own processes. And if you're working or collaborating with third parties or clients, it's even more complicated. So information standards or standardization is something that we build on the bottom as a foundation for this strategy, together with you. That can then lead to consume this information into something, as we said, that's called AIM. But the standards, when they are created, when we develop the standards together with you, we need to process, validate, and consume this information. As we can see, these 3 boxes. So first, all the information you have, we consume it to our, let's say, gateways. We validate it, especially if we have the standards in place, then it's much easier. And then in the end, we will consume it. So the whole idea of this is to go from a document-centric approach to data-centric approach. As it's all nice to see it in theory, let's maybe discuss it a bit more how we implemented this with one of our customers called KBR. So the second part of this slide deck will focus a bit more on this use case. So KBR, a company from US, one of the largest engineering, procurement and constructions or EPC companies in US, located in Houston, Texas. And they also operate in many different fields, especially in science, technology, and engineering. And for example, KBR also works with NASA as one of the biggest space flight support organizations. Besides that, they are quite known also in oil and gas. And today we will cover the use case, which is focusing on one offshore platform in the Caspian Sea. And what did KBR, together with the client, together with the Aviva, what they achieved. So maybe a short slide about their infrastructure. It's good to know. It's maybe a bit technical. Sorry for that. But starting from the top, we can see in different colors, different boxes showing different data sources. Not all are Aviva. Some are third party, and in light blue, some are even our competitors. And KBR basically implemented an architecture which is heavily depending on our cloud solution, which we can see from the top is also on the left side, incorporating the standard, the information standards, which is part of asset information management, together with their own legacy system called Central Information Store. So they already have, of course, a lot of internal systems. And with our engineering set of solutions, they created an infrastructure where they are heavily relying on our set of tools and populating all this data into AIM, into Asset Information Management, where they can have a huge overview on their projects. And plus, they are also using laser scan technology, which is nowadays very popular and also becoming more accessible and more affordable. So together with Asset Information Management, they are also using laser scanning for their engineering processes. Plus, and this we will see later on in the future, there is a plan to move on to more future-proofed concepts like XR, VR, and something we call Engage. Basically solutions where you can interact with the 3D space with virtual reality, either for some training purposes or simple overview of your data sets. A bit more about the ACE project done by KBR, called Azeri Central East platform in the Caspian Sea, as I said, in the North Sea. In the northern part of Europe. It's a BP-operated platform, and KBR, as I said, was the EPC. This actually started recently, so the platform just started to produce oil, and it's expected to deliver around 300 million barrels over its lifetime. And what we can see here, more and more interesting maybe, is that they build basically 2 digital twins. Because nowadays, when we talk about the digital twin, it's a lot of different ideas and explanations on that topic. So in this case, they had 2 different digital twins. One was more for the engineering, and we can call it engineering digital twin, which was heavily relying on the engineering data. And the second one, which was more introduced later on, based on the engineering information, was the operational digital twin. And together, we would have a real, let's say, copy of your physical asset. In this case, this offshore rig. And on the bottom, again, we can see that as the information management solution is agnostic, we can also incorporate all kinds of data that you or them are using. In this case, we can go from the engineering information coming from various 1D, 2D, 3D solutions, spreadsheets, databases, PNIDs, Excel tables, equipment details, manuals, and so on, and also connected together with the operational information, with operational data coming from live sensoric, from our solution called Pi, for example, or third-party solutions, and also maybe plant maintenance systems like CMMS systems and various different management solutions. So some of the key features that were quite attractive to KBR and BP, maybe starting from the left. First of all, they wanted to have, or they were looking into single sign-on environment, which we were offering. They didn't want to have any constraints by using isolated and non-collaborative set of tools and solutions. They were very much interested in cloud-based SaaS platform and a place where they can also organize and monitor their processes, and a trusted living point cloud solution, as I said, with a living and breathing 3D model. And on the other side, on the BP side, also being an owner-operator and running this actual offshore rig, they were looking for a quick and easy access to the full engineering and operational data. They wanted to reduce, of course, costs in operations by having maybe less visits on site. So, of course, doing more remote work, as we know nowadays. And they also wanted to have faster and better informed decisions based on the solution. And these two pictures I just took the other day, I found it on the BP website, so they are really showing that they are using this solution. And we can even see that even the engineers are using the asset information management live on the actual rig to either plan maintenance or find data, do some operational kind of tasks. And the next slide will be a short video to show this, to show how this works.
You've got the standard flexible tree, explorer tree, or you can go to a tag by a search. Once you pull up that tag, you get that summary screen. You've got the fully defined 1D data coming from the handover information, all built to BP's class library specifications. We tied in as an example, our completions management system from BP. Again, it's all in context, so as you go across, you're taken straight to the information relating to that. We go down onto the 2D PNID, where you've got scraped documents with intelligent hot links. And this is probably the most powerful change, is the visualization aspect with the new 3D visual streaming cloud capability. And last but not least, the laser scan environment, all fully integrated into the same thing. So we're looking at the colored bubble view there, but again, it's fully clickable, intelligent, you can link it through, and also bring in the 3D model into that combined environment as well.
Yeah, so that was a short video basically showing how they're using their digital twin through our information management platform in the cloud. So some of the benefits achieved by KBR, by the EPC in this case, we already saw the challenges, and I covered them briefly earlier. But some of the benefits that they achieved, they also provided in one of their reports and sent back to us. So this is basically was created as a presentation done by them. And they achieved a huge efficiency boost, let's say, by having this kind of single source of truth platform for quick and easy access to all their project data and project information. They were also able to make faster and better informed decisions, increased automation of workflows, of course, and especially with asset information management, you have huge reporting and analytics capabilities. So this is something that was heavily improved as well. And also very important, again, enhanced collaboration between teams and people and partners and clients. What's the future at KBR? So as I said, as I showed on the infrastructure slide, we are already in talks to extend this to some other solutions that are already using and testing. One of them is XR, or extended reality, we call it. Is basically where you can use the 3D model and laser scan, interact with it. You can walk around, you can do a lot of interesting stuff. You can do training for your young engineers. You can do planning of future projects. It's a very strong tool, and I think it will be used more and more in the industry. And beside that, they're also considering to use UOC, like an operational center, where basically you can contextualize from end to end your whole enterprise visibility. So maybe at the end, to summarize shortly, what we saw today was a consistent living digital twin that basically enables your teams and engineers to work better together, to collaborate more with real-time information and insights supported by our cloud platform and AI capabilities. With that said, I would also give share a short call to action. To please visit us at our booth on the left side behind this black panel. And for any additional questions that we will maybe not answer now, you can ask us there. Most probably it will be by me. And also I would like to give thanks to AWS to inviting us first of all, and also to give us the chance to share some of our solutions and to have some really amazing time here. So thank you.